Hitting the heavy bag can get pretty boring, and sometimes you can't tell if you're improving or not. On this video, I'm going to give you 10 heavy bag drills that will really spice up your workouts the next time you're in the gym. They're going to start with a pretty basic drill, and as they go on, they're going to get way more advanced. And if you don't know who I am, my name's Tony Jeffries. I'm an Olympic medalist boxer and former undefeated professional. Now I teach millions of people on how to get better at boxing on my YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. And let's get into drill number 1. And it is finish every combination off with a jab, no matter what the combo is. So if I'm going to throw a 1-2, I want to finish it off with the jab. And it'll be a 1-2-1. If I throw a 1-2 hook, now here, I'm not really in a position to throw a jab. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reset, then throw the jab fast. And it'll be like this. If it was a 1-2 double hook to the body, again, I'm going to reset and throw that jab. This might be a little bit tricky at first, but when you get it into your head that you're finishing with that jab, it will make it a lot better and a lot easier. This constant thinking like you're doing in this drill and all the other drills on this video is going to really help you improve your overall focus. Now moving on number 2, every combination that we throw is going to start with head punches and then finish with body punches. So if we threw a 1-2 to the head from here, then we've got to finish with the body shot, which would probably be the hook to the body. So it would be a ba-ba-ba. But then if we threw a combo like a 1-2 hook the body, hook the head, we can't finish off with the head, then we've got to come back down with the body shot. So it will look like this. There's thousands of different head-body combinations that you can throw. Now I challenge you to try and do a different head-body combination every single time for the full duration of the round. The next drill we're going to do is going to really help you develop good habits in boxing. And that is after every punch or every combination, we're going to step back. The reason why this is great is because we're focusing on defense. If you were in a fight and you threw the punches and then you stood there, you're in place to get hit. Now when we throw them punches or the combinations, we work on that step back after, which is great because it's getting us out of danger, developing great habits. As you can see here, I'm moving back, but it's important when you are moving back, you're keeping your feet apart. You never want to bring your feet together, because if you bring your feet together, you're not in any position to throw any punches, rather than when you keep your feet apart and you step back, I would still throw punches if someone was coming onto me. Another important thing is when you are moving like this, you've got to land on the balls of your foot. If you step forward and you land on heel toe as you're punching, it's going to take a longer time for you to be able to push back off, rather than land on the ball of your foot as you punch. Now I can get straight out of there. As you can see here, I'm keeping my feet apart. I'm always ready to throw punches. Moving on, it's starting to get a little bit more advanced now. You're going to do the opposite of what we did before. When we did head body, this time we're going to start off with body punches and then throw punches to the head. Now the reason why this is difficult is if I lead off for a body punch like this, you can see I'm kind of wide open here on my right side if someone was to throw a left hook. If I throw a jab to the body, again I'm wide open for an overhand right. If it was a lead hook to the body, I'm in this position here, I'm wide open. So this is why it is harder to lead off with body punches in boxing. But we're going to do it because it's going to spice up our session on here. Now when you're doing this, it's going to be easy for you to drop your hands and get into bad form. But we want to be avoiding that at all costs. Bring your hands back to your face after every punch. And just like the head-body combination we did earlier on, there's hundreds of different body-head combinations that you can do. So I challenge you to do as many of these as you can throughout the round. The next drill we're going to do is something that I believe every boxer or everyone training boxing should be doing in every session, but they're not. And the reason why, because it feels awkward when you're doing it at first, but this will help develop great habits. And what that is moving your head before and after every punch. Now, if you look side by side here, just how much better I look on the right with the head movement compared to before when I'm not doing any head movement at all. It's a game changer. You see the big difference, right? Number 6 is working on the most important punch in boxing. This is the jab, and it's going to really help you perfect the jab. And I recommend you try and do this for the full round. We're going to use the pyramid system, where we're going to do 1 punch, then 2 punches, then 3 punches, to 4, to 5, we'll go all the way to 10, and then we're going to come down. So here it is. As you may know, throwing a double jab is pretty difficult and pretty awkward. Never mind throwing 3 jabs or 4 jabs like you're seeing right here. Now, if you can get comfortable throwing 7 jabs in a row, just imagine how good that is going to be for your single jab. It's just going to improve it even more. Now, when you get to 10, you're going to go all the way back down to 1 and then start it again. Another thing, try and bring your hand back to your face after every single time you throw this jab. And one thing you're going to notice is when you're doing this, is your shoulders are going to get tired. This is a great endurance drill to build the shoulder muscles in your lead hand. Now let's move on to number 7. This is getting a little bit more advanced now, but not as half as advanced as number 9 and number 10. What we're going to do now, we're going to throw 4 punch combinations, but I want you to have 2 power punch combinations inside of that. So you're going to throw 2 light punches followed by 2 power punches. And that right there, my friend, is your 4 punch combination. As you can see here, my first 2 light followed by 2 big, heavy power punch and knockout blows. Try and stay relaxed because this one will really get your heart rate pumping. Now moving on to number 8 is going to really help you perfect your punches, and that is by using my ideal punching method. This is a system that I've created to help you perfect your punches, and this is going to help you get out of any bad habits that you might have. So what you've got to do, you've got to identify your mistakes. And then once you know what mistakes you're making, you're going to deal out all of the bad habits. The next step would be to execute them. After that, we're going to reanalyze your boxing form and technique to see where you are. And then, my friend, you will level up. But we can't do all of that in one heavy bag session. It's going to take you at least 10 workouts. And I've created a video package for absolutely free to help you do this. Now I'll send you this video package. All you've got to do is either scan here or click the link below and I'll send you it straight away. It includes boxing workouts for you to do the next time you're on the heavy bag, and as well downloadable materials to help you perfect your punches. So click the link below or scan this code here and I'll send you this straight away for free, no strings, no BS. Now let's move on to number 9. Now this is way more advanced, but it's realistic, and that's what we want, realistic stuff. So what we're going to do, we're going to feint, then we're going to attack with either a punch or a combination, and then I want a defensive move after that attack. So again, we're here, it's feint, attack, defend. Now when you are feinting, make sure it's a realistic feint. None of this stuff or this stuff. A realistic feint, either with your hands or with your feet. As you can see, it's a realistic feint. Then attack, now defense. Whether it's a roll, a slip, or a parry, it doesn't matter what defense you move, as long as you visualize a punch coming at you and then you're getting out of the way of that punch. This is going to help you develop good habits, the good habits that we need in boxing. But start off slowly when you're doing this. If you can't do this correctly slowly, you're never going to be able to do it correctly fast. I don't want you to sacrifice good form and technique just for the reason of trying to look faster. Now moving on to the most advanced thing I believe you can do on a heavy bag that will help translate from here into shadow boxing, into pad work, and into the ring as well. This drill is fantastic, and anyone who I train with, I get them doing this because it's going to really work your brain. Now before I give you this great drill, I need to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is an NMN supplement that I'm taking every day from Renew by Science. I first heard about this from a friend of mine, neuroscientist Andrew Huberman. He was talking about it on the Joe Rogan podcast. Then when I looked into it and done research, I thought this is exactly what I need in my life, because what it does, it boosts your NAD level. This helps me with my cognitive function in everyday life. It helps me have more energy to do all of these videos, and it just puts us in a better mood. And all I do is have a scoop of this under my tongue every single day, and that's it. And this is boosting my NAD levels. We've all got NAD in our cells in our body, and as we get older, naturally our NAD levels drop. And what I used to do to boost my NAD levels was have an IV in my arm. This was very uncomfortable and very expensive as well. But now all I need to do is have a scoop of this under my tongue, and I'm getting all of them great benefits. But I recommend you do your own research, and then when you decide this looks great, I want some, go to renewbyscience.com and use code BOXING and save 10%. And I'm sure you're going to love it like I do. If you don't like it, they'll give you your bloody money back. So scan the link here or click the link below, go to renewbyscience.com, use code BOXING, and I'm sure you're going to love it. Okay, now on to this advanced combination. And what this is, we're going to throw a realistic feint, keeping the person in front of us thinking. Then we're going to throw a punch or a combination. Then from there, we're going to visualize a punch coming at us and we're going to defend. After we've defended, we're going to add a counter punch on. After we've done that counter punch, we're going to do another defense. Now I know this sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. I'm going to show you in full speed, but let's break it down. We're going to feint, attack, defend, counter, then defend. Feint, attack, defend, counter, then defend. This is really going to make your brain work and getting into good habits all the time. Here it is in the heavy bag. Now I always want to try and keep this realistic, as if it's a realistic punch coming at you. So if I'm slipping a jab, I'm going to come back with a right hand. If I'm slipping the right hand, I'm going to come back with a left hook. Doing this sort of work on the heavy bag will really help develop your skills. But as you can see, I've got this massive heavy bag that doesn't move anywhere when I hit it. But most heavy bags is like this one, when you hit it and it swings all over. To do combinations on that, you need to learn how to control this bag when you're punching it. So I created this video right here showing you exactly how to control the heavy bag. So click here and watch this video next. I'm sure you're going to love it.